Hi, welcome to the Geterbrewed warehouse. So today another unboxing video. Haven't seen this product before. Comes from Brewland, Belgian-based company. We're their UK and Irish distributor. Stainless steel, all grain focused brewing equipment. Comes backed up with a 3-year warranty, and generally the kit's really good. And excited to see this because it's the first time that we've seen sort of tri-clamps being brought into a fermenter. So you can see the volume, 55 to 59 litres, size 465 by 745, so it's big. It's got quite a bit of weight on it, so I'm going to take our time and just get this out of the box and let you see what we've got. The main unit, I suppose, first thing that catches my eye is the indentation of the litres and gallons. That's obviously embossed and shown from the outside, so you're going to be able to read that easily from the inside. Get your camera in there and have a look at that. Brewland are always really good at giving their instruction manuals, showing you how to use things. If you happen to misplace it, there's a QR code there, it takes you straight to the manual. Look, there's a lot of all-in-one brewing systems in the market and a lot of stainless steel equipment, and a lot of it's coming from, you know, Far East, China-based stuff. Now, there is great quality stuff coming out of China. There's also a lot of cheap stuff that hasn't got a really good build quality. So this is very strong and robust. You know, good, thick stainless steel. Good, strong handles on both sides. You can see Brewmonk logo here, temperature port here, adjustable legs with the wing nuts. So they're going to just pop open and you're going to be able to move them up and down to suit whatever way you want. Check out the accessories here. Why stainless steel? I suppose stainless steel is easier to clean. Why conical? Conical means, you know, it's got a cone in the bottom. So the reason that you want the cone in the bottom is so that if during your fermentation your yeast drops out and settles in the bottom, it means you can draw off your valve here then with the yeast below it, or indeed you can dump the yeast off and leave the beer inside. If you're using the Brewmonk Titan or the Beacon Brewster 70, you're going to want a fermenter that's able to hold a sizable volume, or else you're going to want to split it into multiple volumes. This is the biggest stainless steel conical fermenter that we have here at Geterbrewed. So it's going to allow you to brew 55 litres into it, which is quite sizable. So inside here we have tri-clamp curved stainless fitting, tri-clamp butterfly valve. This is going to be your tri-clamp end cap. Looks like a thermal well. Then this is a tri-clamp with a dump valve. Another couple of tri-clamps. And then this will be an internal rack and arm to keep it just above the yeast that we were talking about. So the lid, you can see here that it's got a really good, I'm not sure what's the terminology for that. It's like a robust clamp. I don't know what the correct word is for that fitting. Bubbler, 3-piece bubbler airlock, and some of the silicone rings for the tri-clamps, and then a silicone rubber bung for the top here. So the lid, you can see shiny stainless steel finish, silicone rubber seal that just sits inside that, and then the tri-clamp fitting on the top. So that just pops on. That should form a really good seal here between the main vessel and the lid, and then this is just going to pop on to secure that really tightly. So that latch just pops on with that, and then you pull back, you can feel there's a lot of tension onto that. That's going absolutely nowhere. Really good strong fitting on that. Tri-clamp fittings are used a lot in commercial breweries. Really easy, just use the little wing nut there to loosen, that opens, swings out. Then you're going to want to put that along the bottom of it, slot this in obviously with a rubber seal. So the rubber seal is going to give you that really secure seal. So rubber seal in, putting that on it, and so that just slots round, and then you hold that while you tighten the wing nut. It means it seals the two fittings together with the rubber seal in the middle really well. Obviously when you're setting this up at the home, you're going to want to make sure that everything's in like a non-rinse sterilizer to ensure that when you're putting your seals and that in, that there's no chance of infection getting in. You can see this is a butterfly valve. It's really simple. You can see the little flap in the middle there. So if you close that over, and you can see the nice little lock nut, so you know this is locked well into place. So you can see that's just popped tightly into place. So you can see now that this is closed completely. And then spring mounted obviously, so if you want to open that, just pull it back and it spins round again. Take the lid off. Little washer go off it. So that's going to be and then to these legs. Okay, so when you take those out there, I suppose it's good in the sense that it makes everything really secure, but it is quite footery, and you're trying to find a balance there between having it stable and secure, and obviously it being a bit of a nuisance to do, but I'd say once it's done once, that's it done. It's probably the only negative thing, and it's a minor negative that I've seen since I started putting this thing together. So I've just moved it up a couple of slots to allow me to attach the butterfly valve onto the bottom of the fermenter. So we're just going to pop the butterfly valve on. So again, rubber seal between the two fittings, and just screw that on. Little sample valve here, just pop it on. That's the last of the fittings to go on. Three-piece bubbler airlock. Obviously you add your water in here, silicone bung, that'll bubble up and down. You can see that they've provided an end cap, so say you don't want this poured on, or indeed you don't want this poured on, you can just put your tri-clamp on there and fit those instead of any of these fittings. So it gives you versatility to do that whatever way you want, and spare silicone rings, which is a nice touch. All in all, we can see the industry moving towards this type of thing for all grain brewing, you know, that more professional, home professional use, stainless steel, that visual aesthetics with having an actual brewery at home. So getting away from brewing a bag and extract kits and taking that step up to becoming that little bit more professional. Obviously you can have all the shiny equipment you want and you can still make bad beer, and equally you can make really great beer from a very basic beer kit. So if it's, you know, a hobby you're really passionate about and it's something that you're, you know, really wanting to make the best you possibly can, of course you're going to want to have the best kit there is. And like in terms of build quality, this is exceptionally good quality. It's strong, it's robust, it's backed up with a guarantee. The only thing I would suggest is stainless steel, single skin. It's going to need something to regulate temperature control. I would be steering you towards the Fermenter. I think it's an excellent piece of kit. Given the height of this, you're going to need a couple of expansion models, but it allows you to precisely ferment and ensure that you're making the best beer you possibly can. This is a solution, very economical solution for something of this size. So 55 litre conical fermenter. It's not pressurized, but I don't think that's a negative for this price point. And you can see moving towards the tri-clamp and the butterfly valves, it is taking that step towards the more professional brewing side of things. So look, every time I unbox and review a Brewmonk product, whether that be the Titan, the Magnus or the 30 litre, you know, we're impressed with the build quality and the backup and technical support from Brewland, and we've sold thousands of the all-in-one brewing systems now, and we've great faith in it. And this seems to be another nice addition. So look, questions that we're going to get asked, we foresee with this, if you're not used to using these 1.5 tri-clamp fittings, are, you know, how are you going to transfer, how are you going to, you know, siphon or move from one vessel to another, or to even package. So we have like 1.5 inch tri-clamp 10mm barbed fittings. Now, this is a separate product that's available on the website, but for example, you could pop that on with a tri-clamp fitting and use that. There's the 12.7mm equivalent. Then there's also the option to, you know, use the ball lock disconnect adapters. We have those for liquid and gas. You could be using, say you wanted to put a gas post on there and rouse the, you know, after you've dry hopped, you want to put a little blast of CO2 in to rouse up through the beer if you're brewing like a hop forward beer. So these are the tri-clamp sampling taps. Obviously you don't need that if you've got this little yoke here. It's moving more towards the commercial brewing stainless steel fittings. So these little tri-clamp fittings, we would sell a lot of these to commercial breweries, and it's kind of bridging that step between home use and commercial use. And for those that just want the visual aesthetics and practicality of working with those larger fittings, then this is the thing for you. They're available on the website now if you want to treat yourself. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy brewing.